And now, announcing his opponent, representing Team Sharknuts. He has a record of 0-1. Please welcome Reno, Hugo Valadez.
My name is Hugo Valadez. I'm fighting out of Medford, Oregon. Fighting styles, fist-to-face MMA, freestyle fighter. I'm fighting out of Team Sharknuts. I weighed in at 155, about 6 foot. I have a record of 0-1 right now. I don't really know too much about my fighter, but that's okay. I have nothing but respect for him, and I hope he has nothing but respect for me, and we're going to go to war, and that's how this fight's going to be. It's all war. I want to thank my manager, Mike Smith, and my training partners, Terrell Big Baby Boston. I want to thank everyone else, and I want to thank Blood Happens, and I'm going to war. So let's fight, man.
The Hurricane has made his way to the cage. Hugo Valadez back in the Ultimate Reno Combat. He just fought on our last card, fought a tough 3-round war. Got on the losing side of a decision, unfortunately, but he's been training 2 years out of Sharknuts, and he's ready to, even out that record and start heading up the other way.
He's definitely motivated. He came out here, he gave it everything last time, and it just didn't pay off in his favor. But you know what? This is his chance to redeem himself, get back on an even record, and I know that's got to be in the back of his head right now. He says, this is my chance to really show people that I can win this fight.
And you heard him in his interview saying he's fist-to-face MMA, and his opponent in his last fight definitely ate some punches, all cut up, but in the end, he was on the opposite side. Sean McCauley will be our referee for the first fight of the night. There's the crowd. Now, Hugo should be in really good shape because he just fought about 4 weeks ago on the Ultimate Reno Combat June card. So he should be in pretty good shape.
He should be.
We're off to a quick start here. Fast start. Both guys looking like they want to throw hands, kicks. Kind of finding that range with the kicks, jamming up against the cage.
A lot of action, kind of some wild swings.
Hugo looks like he might have been a little bit rocked. Khairy taking it to him up against the cage, trying to get the clinch, and happy to clinch knee, throw some punches.
Khairy's staying consistent, just moving, working. Not really giving Hugo a chance to recover or get a game plan.
Yeah, Hugo needs to circle out, reset, but he keeps eating big shots when he backs up off the cage, when he comes forward off the cage. Khairy's got to be careful here, though, that he doesn't spend too much energy here in the first. There's a lot of fight left if, Hugo battles out.
Yeah, two things that could happen here. He could gas himself out, or he could get so excited he makes a not so smart decision that gets him into trouble.
Looks like Hugo doesn't want to give him too much here to get taken down, but it looks like he's trying to work on circling out.
He's working on it. He keeps fishing for that guillotine.
He looks to be the taller fighter, but carries a little strong pressing up against cage like that. He's got it pretty tight right there.
It looks pretty tight.
Guillotine doesn't look like he's going to let go. And right there you can tell it's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad, but you know what it did do is it gave him an advantage, gave him some time to get a better position.
And it looks like, he's in his half guard. It looks like he's going to try and pass full mount. Caught his leg, but he's going to get it. Up against the cage, and that looks tight. Khairy looks like he doesn't like it, and here's the ground and pound from Hugo. Watch the cage grab there. And to not get punched, a lot of times you have to give up your back. A little far up to the side there if you're under naked.
You know, Hugo working to keep that position, you know, very easily. If things don't go right, then he could get slipped over and end up on his back. But he's doing well to keep those hooks in.
And Khairy's using both hands to fight off that choke. He's doing a good job. I think Hugo's in kind of a precarious position here. If he tries to punch or soften him up or do anything like that, he might get swept himself. But he looks locked on pretty tight. I think he has a body triangle.
Yeah, he just went over a body triangle there.
He's gonna have a hard time turning him around in that.
And it looks like Khairy's gonna fish himself around being the guard of Hugo.
It's a tightly closed guard.
It is.
Khairy's doing a good job this whole fight. He's standing on the ground. He's letting the hands go consistently. Sometimes if you get those positions, you can punch.
Yeah, no, you concentrate so hard on advancing on your position, you just let your hands fly a little bit.
That was interesting. I'd say Khairy was handling on the feet. He was wonderful. That was very good combos. Get him up against the cage, taking the knees, and then as soon as Hugo got him down, he dominated the ground position.
He did. He definitely did.
I don't think he only trains space.
No, I don't think they do it. Pretty comfortable in that position.
Good jiu-jitsu. And proving he's quite a chin on him. Now the second round, the pace they set in the first round is kind of a little hectic. They look for their range, they're kind of going for it, kicking the punches. And look for this round to slow it down, a little more accuracy.
Definitely. I mean, that's typically what we see. They, like you said, they got a little bit of a game plan. They kind of know what the best way to, you know, challenge each fighter is and take this on. So, like I said, I think we're going to see a little more tactical effort rather than just some bullying from the bell.
Chile ganas.
No glove touch there.
Yeah.
Big knee, big shots from Hugo. Hugo using his power up against the cage, getting in the clinch. Yeah, Hugo's on a mission this round.
Yeah, you know, like it looks like Hugo saying, you know what, I can come out and control this fight just like you did in the first round. I'm not going to be bullied here.
And we saw a lot of this in his first fight.
We did.
And I know it was only 4 weeks ago, but it looks like his ground game's already improving.
It does. And, you know, maybe that's a little bit of nerves, you know, a little more comfortable in here.
Kind of a replay of the first round, however, Hugo is now dominating up against the cage.
Yes.
He's got him hooked like he's going to sweep it, but you throw yourself off balance, doesn't take much, and they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Big ground and pound from the bottom out of the half guard. Postured up pretty high.
Illegal kick there.
Illegal. Cannot kick it down to opponent in the face. Sean McCauley right there. Yeah, he'll have up to 5 minutes to get his bearings back.
He will.
That's just one of the heat of the moment.
Yeah, you see that opportunity and you know, you don't give enough time to think about it.
Referee Sean McCauley is going to take a point deduction away. Valid. Cannot kick or knee a downed opponent in the face. It sounded like a pretty
Sounds pretty solid, yeah.
Khairy looks like he's okay. Now, if that was shin, that might have been a different story.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like the foot hit the face.
Yeah. Foot's a little bit more pliable.
Yeah.
Superman punch from Hugo, right back at it. And just throwing heavy leather, these guys, back and forth, up against the cage. Looks like Khairy's taking back the momentum of this fight. Even a kick in the face might have woken up a little bit.
I think so, you know.
Unfortunately, we don't know what kind of effect that had on him.
No, you know, and I expected it to be a little worse than it was. It seemed like we recovered pretty quickly.
Yeah, he didn't look rocked.
No. And there's nothing wrong with looking for a little bit of revenge in this fight.
Hugo doing great work up against the cage in this round.
A lot of good dirty boxing from Hugo. Uppercut, watch the couple turning his back, Just goes for repeated punches.
Standing stoppage here if he doesn't start fighting.
Yeah, he needs to, like it's always said, he needs to intelligently defend himself.
And he's going to stop it right
there.
there.
The end of that fight.
Ground and pound up against the cage. Looks like the knee set it up and pounded him out.
Yeah, and just those repeated punches never give Gary an opportunity to like we said before, just recover, get a game plan, and move on.
Congratulations to the Hurricane. Get his first